Hi, it's Chris Kelly, educational specialist for the Boston YMCA. I'm going to spend a few videos in this series reviewing how to do a great read aloud. This can be done with small children, but also you can really do it with your whole group. Children's books are great for any age, from your youngest or your littles, all the way through the oldest children in your group. And one of the things that we'll be talking about in our series is the use of repeating the books. It's really, really healthy and important to continue to read the same stories over and over again, especially if they're part of ongoing work, like the literacy themes that we're going to be doing this winter and then moving forward. So I'm going to pick a couple of maybe just one non-related winter book to start with, and then maybe we'll move on to some of the other books. So this is a Dr. Seuss favorite. It's called Oh, the Thinks You Can Think. Now, if I were using this with a group, before I'd even read it, I would preview the book. I would say, all right, boys and girls, today we're going to be reading another favorite from Dr. Seuss. I would ask them questions about Dr. Seuss, knowing that we had read other Dr. Seuss books, and have them make predictions. For instance, do you think there'll be rhyming words in this book? Do you think this will be like some of the other books? What does this picture remind you of? Maybe you read another Dr. Seuss book that had similar imagery on it. You could discuss that. And we could talk about the rhyming of Oh, the Things You Can Think. So I'm going to read the book as if I'm reading it to children so that you get an idea. So boys and girls, as we start the book, and this is an old favorite of the Kellys, so it's got some Kelly drawings in it. This front page, does anyone remember what it's called? Right. It's called the front page of the book, and it usually has the title, a picture, and the author. So this one's called Oh, the Thinks You Can Think by our favorite, Dr. Seuss. You can think up some birds. That's what you can do. You can think about yellow. You can think about blue. Who can show me the rhyming words on this page? Right. Do and blue. Can anyone else think of any other rhyming words that rhyme with do and blue? Right, that's another rhyming word. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think about horse. Oh, the thinks you can. And the boys and girls would repeat, think. So that's part of the pattern that you want to design with them, is that you want them to finish the pattern. Oh, the thinks you can think up. If only you'd try. If you try, you can think up. A guff going. And they would answer by. So what do you think a guff is? What are some words to describe this guff? Is a guff a make-believe creature or a real thing? And you don't have to stop. You can think about schlop. Schlop, schlop, beautiful schlop. Beautiful schlop with a cherry on. And this would be another conversation about made-up words. And is schlop a real word, a made-up word? And why would Dr. Seuss use make-up words? And what do you think schlop looks like? Here it is. What are some words to describe that picture of schlop? You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. And here's a snub. Again, you could use describing words, have them describe the snubs, and as they're describing the snubs, remind boys and girls about adjectives. And adjectives are our describing words. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Sorry. Think about black water. Think about white sky. Think up a boat. Think of bloogs blowing by. And I love this picture of bloogs. Bloogs are really interesting. This would definitely be an activity after this book, if you wanted to have them design their own bloogs. When I've done this with boys and girls, they've had a lot of fun. What would some of the things that the bloogs be doing? I mean, we can see that they have some sort of fish-like qualities, some sort of octopus-like qualities, and that would also, you could have a discussion about what kind of creature are they? Are they a sea creature? Are they a land creature? Are they an air creature? And which creatures in real life fall in each of those categories? You can think about night. A night in a nook. The birds are asleep and the 3 moons are up. And this is another page of how many moons do we have on Earth? Where would this Nanook be? Is it real? Is it make-believe? And how do you know? You could think about day. A day in the dake. The water is blue. The birds are awake. Think. Think and wonder. Wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephant drink? And this is a good page to talk about real and make-believe, because obviously elephants are real, but purple elephants are not. And typically we wouldn't see 55 elephants in one place, and they certainly wouldn't have been drinking out of a water fountain. So this could be a great conversation about what are the things that are real in it, what are the things that they can identify that are make-believe, and how do they intersect. You can wonder, how long is the tail of a zong? And again, describing words of this zong. And look at his long tail. We could also do some estimating about how long this would be. Would it be inches? Would it be feet? Would it be yards? Probably yards. And really describing what the difference would be between them. There are so many thinks that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rinker fink? And there's the rinker fink. And again, describing words. If you have blocks, you could actually have them design their own rinker fink. And what would you do if you met a jaboo? And here's a jaboo. Actually, I'm not sure which one's a jaboo, if it's this one or this one. And you could have them decide which one is a jaboo. Oh, the things you can think. Think of Peter the postman, who crosses the ice once every day and on Saturdays twice. So here's Peter the postman, and he's finding all these walrus. And again, this is another great picture of what's real about this and what's make-believe. Walruses are real, but they're not orange with yellow mustaches. And Peter the postman would probably not be delivering mail on skis, although who knows in the Arctic climates. But also, really, the walruses wouldn't be just sort of poking out looking at the mailman. And we can talk about that. Think. You can think. Any thinks that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. And here's another page to explain what would be real and what would be make-believe of this page. Think of light. Think of bright. Think of stairs in the night. Think. Think a ship. Think up a long trip. Go visit the Vipper. The Vipper of Vip. And left, think of left. And what about beft? Why is that beft always to the left? And there's beft. And we could spend a day part of this conversation, really talking about what BEFs are, they could design their own BEFT. I love the differences in colors and patterns. They could design their own BEFT outfits. And why is it so many things to the right? Can you think about that until Saturday night? Think left, think right, think low, think high. Oh, the things you can think, if only you try. And this is a great book about imagination and really talking to the boys and girls about their imagination. You could even have them design a page with a rhyming pattern that is something that they just continue to think about. I hope you enjoyed, Oh, the Things You Can Think. Thank you.